Hello, hello? Anybody there? Hello, Tom Greek, 1980. Hello, Mikhail Bashir. Shay Queen 318. Paul Lind. Jack's Stereo Experience. Been loving the Queen reviews. Thank you. I should be doing the A Night at the Opera review and ranking tomorrow. Can anybody hear me? I never know when I go live. Tom's Vinyl Shack. Hey Larry, loved the Genesis reviews. Thank you. So I guess you guys can hear me and see me, hopefully. And this live chat is dedicated to my love, Molly. Hi, Molly, I love you. I have to say that. No, I don't. And I'm having some red wine, Merlot, Jackson Tricks, because some people ask me. What do you think of McCartney 3? Ryan Aldridge. I haven't listened to it in quite a while, to be honest. I'm going to be honest. But I like it. I do. I need to listen to it soon. But yeah, I really liked it a lot. I did a live video chat with the YouTube channel Fit to be Tie-Dyed yesterday for 2 hours. And it really went well. I really enjoy talking to him, and having somebody else too really helps the boring spots when you do a live chat alone. And so we're going to do more, maybe on my channel or his channel, I don't know. Jack's Stereo Experience is a great modern album. It sure is. I don't really have any interest in McCartney 3 Imagined, though. But maybe some of you do. I'm just waiting for some questions. Rachel's Music Ma'am live streams. Hey Larry, welcome to the live stream experience. Thank you. Tom's Vinyl Shack. Fit to be Tie-Dyed is a cool guy. I watch him all the time. Yeah, I like him because he's kind of like me, like for being kind of laid back, and he's just real, He's not a BS kind of a guy. Oh my God, Fit to be Tie-Dyed's here. I wasn't talking about you, honest. Great fun yesterday. Thanks for doing that with me, Larry. Yeah, thanks. I'd like to do it on my channel. I'm trying to figure out how you set it all up so that you can promote, the channel link that's on YouTube. Maybe you can write to me sometime or whatever and let me know. Or send me to a video. I have looked at tutorials. Ryan Aldrich, it was definitely interesting. Thank you. Jiminy Me, happy Father's Day. Thank you. I heard from one of my 2 sons already. He sent me a text. He said, Happy Father's Day, old man. And that just made me smile. What's for dinner? LOL. See what's up. I don't know yet. I think I'm having burgers with broccoli. Or is it broccoli? Barry Bowman, what do you think the Beatles would sound like if they were around in the 2000s? Wouldn't that be something, if they were all alive? I have no idea. But they'd sound good. Siran Nitram, hello. Are you annoyed that Let It Be Get Back movie is not getting a cinema movie theater release? Not really, because it's supposedly a 6-hour movie, and also, like in Canada, the theaters aren't open yet. And nobody knows what's going to happen by the time November's here. So I don't mind them. And I have Disney Plus, I guess, so that helps too. But, you know, you can't keep everybody happy. Ryan Aldridge, what are your favorite drummers? Ringo Starr, any of the drummers from e.s.t, Keith Moon, John Bonham, of course. That's some of them. Neil Peart, of course. Fit to be tie-dyed. I'm sure we can figure things out if we put our heads together. Separating our heads later may be an issue, though. Yeah. That's right. You do most of the thinking, and I think we can set it up. Cedric Price, favorite guitar, design, sound. I don't know my guitars at all, but I just love the tone of Steve Howe's guitar work, for the most part. Rachel's Music Ma'am live streams. Paul, fit to be tie-dyed, loves the Beatles too, so big points for that. That's right. That's why we get along, for the most part. We don't like everything the same, though. Which is good. Jack Stereo Experience, they couldn't do 6 hours in theaters, but on Disney they are able to do the episodes. Yeah, and you can watch them anytime, right? So, Best Buddy Production. Hey Larry, happy Sunday. Thank you. It's Sunday, so I'm having red wine. Just like every day. Tom's Vinyl Shack, worst Yes album and why? I love all of their later albums with John Anderson, like Magnification, but I guess Union, because that's what. But none of them are bad, but that might be my least favorite at the moment. Brian Emanuel, what do you think about George Harrison's Live in Japan? I'm actually listening to it right now. I don't know, I haven't heard it in a long time. I'd have to maybe buy it someday. Barry Bowman, the Zappa doc was 2 hours. Yeah, and it was good, but I think for Frank Zappa, he needs it like a 6 hour, or at least like a 3 hour documentary. But it was good. 46 and 2, 1965, that's right. Shamira Warda, Every Little Thing or It Won't Be Long. Every Little Thing. I think it's one of the Beatles' underrated songs. And Yes did a fantastic cover version of it, making it their own. Luke's Wall, have you ever thought about doing a video or series where you react to your old videos from the 2000s? Yeah. I don't know how many people would be that interested in it, but I did do one. And about my flying a car, making a car fly. I might do more. Derek Roberts, hey, I don't have Disney Plus in Mexico. Oh, I hope that Get Back movie will be on Blu-ray. I think it will be, Derek. I think they will do that. Ryan Aldridge, have you heard the album that Chet Atkins and Mark Knopfler did together? No. Yeah, Rachel's Music Ma'am live streams. Union was fab in concert, beautiful, really. Yeah, John Anderson is one of my favorite, probably, maybe my favorite singer, along with Paul McCartney. Best Buddy Production. What's your opinion on the late 90s, more techno David Bowie? I ranked and reviewed all of his albums on my channel, and Earthling I loved. So I like that era. I like any era of Bowie. Fez Monkey, do you think you will do a Dire Straits rank and review? Yeah, but I need to take time to listen to all of the albums. All, was it 5 of them? Or 6? Luke's Wall, is there a video or series you were proud of but disappointed because it didn't get the support or views you thought it deserved? Yeah, I like my Funeral Comedian series, which some people liked, but it does turn some people off because it's a comedian telling jokes at a memorial service. I thought it was funny, and some others did too. I might, I'd like to do more of that. Bob F. Hold Me Tight is a great McCartney rocker. It's not one of my favorites, but it's the Beatles. Canadian Infinite. What's the most physically painful thing you've ever experienced? I'm experiencing it now. I have chronic pain with my neck and shoulders, and I've been off work since January. I'm on long-term disability at the moment. I had an MRI a couple of weeks ago and don't know the results yet, but it's not fun. That's why I drink. Deuce76, do you think Led Zeppelin would have progressed their sound to be more synth keyboard in the 80s if Bonham had lived? I think they would have gone more into I think the next album that Jimmy Page was working on was going to be more guitar based. So I don't know. The front line is everywhere. Will you ever do any more Radiohead videos? You never know. I like Radiohead, but just mainly their older albums. Jack Stereo Experience. If you react to yourself, you should do the Canadian Studmuffin live video. Love that one. Okay. Yeah. Derek Roberts. I'm on Instagram now. I used to be on Twitter, but Twitter sort of sucks because it deletes your PM messages. I don't really use Twitter. I'm on Twitter, but it's just to promote my videos. Shamira Warda. What's your favorite Ringo lead vocal Beatles song? I think his best was, of course, With a Little Help from My Friends. Saran Nitram. Have you ever visited the UK or Europe? No, I haven't. I'd like to. Ryan Aldridge. Do you like the Trans-Siberian Orchestra? I've never heard them. Christophe Paris. Have you ever been to Quebec? No, I haven't. Julie. I'll make a point of watching Funeral Comedian. Yeah, that might be my favorite comedy series. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them on my channel. Just type in Funeral Comedian, or I think I might have changed the name to Memorial Comedian, but they're funny. Mike Bass. Hi Mike, it's good to see you. I like it when I see one of your comments every once in a while. You're looking great. Luke Swall. I like the Beatles sing-along show, but it's a shame how it's come to a point where you can get in trouble with copyright even without playing the actual music. Yeah. That's why I have a Patreon channel and I review music there. The link is in my description if you want to join. And people send me song requests and I rate them and listen to them. And you can hear the music there. You can't do that on YouTube. Janet Sampson is in the house. Hi, Bob. Cedric Price. I think I get asked that every live chat. My favorite movie. It would be Goodfellas, probably, and Deliverance. Tom's Vinyl Shack. How are the cats doing? Well, there's Jinx. I'll just be like this so you can see her. Derek Roberts. The last album I listened to was Madman Across the Water. I love Razor Face and Indian Sunset. Cool. LOL Cool. Hey, Larry. Hey, LOL Cool. Michael Garbett is in the house. Did you book your second dose yet? Yeah, I have one scheduled for September 1st, but they might up the date, so I might get it earlier than that. Canadian Infinite. Funeral Comedian rocks. Thank you. Thank you very much. I just like to make people laugh. But sometimes they don't laugh. Ryan Aldridge, they're a really good progressive rock band. Cool. Deuce 76, have you seen the movie Videodrome with Debbie Harry? Nope. I've heard of it though. Barry Bowman, modern music sounds like the 80s. Justin Timberlake and The Weeknd, yeah. Christophe Paris, what do you think about the pricing of All Things Must Pass, and which one will you go for? I ordered the deluxe package. I'm not getting the Uber because, believe it or not, I'm not a multi-millionaire. But I have heard rumors that Fit to be Tie-Dyed is going to surprise me with the Uber box set. Or somebody out there. Canadian Infinite, how many hours a week do you think you listen to music? I only really listen to music in the evening. I go to bed early and I put my headphones on and I listen to music sometimes from 1 to 3, 4 hours. Hope Lieb, do you like classic Elton John albums and do a rank and review? I don't know all of his albums, but I do have some of his early albums and I enjoy them. Yeah. All of his 70s work and 80s work, all of his hits I love. Are you a fan of David Crosby, Luke Swall? Just in Crosby, Stills and Nash. One of my favorite songs is his, Almost Cut My Hair, and Deja Vu. So yeah, the early stuff I really like. And I follow him on Twitter. He's pretty cool. Twiggy Armstrong, have you seen the movie Across the Universe, the Beatles musical? Yep, I have it on Blu-ray. It's good. Mike Bass, do you watch Schitt's Creek? Actually, the last time I was over at my sister's, it's my brother-in-law that really likes it. My sister, sort of. But I've only seen one episode. I do need to watch more. I know that Molly loves it. Janet Sampson, let's be honest. What do you really think of Fit to be Tie-Dyed? Is he here? He's a great guy, honest. I really love doing those live chats with him. Cedric Price, rarest album in your collection? I'd have to think that one over. I'm not sure at the moment. I know the Klaatu CDs are pretty expensive. I've got them. Yes, Derek Roberts. I like Elton John. Shimara Warda, what's your favorite Nirvana song? I like almost any Nirvana song, but the MTV, the last song they do, what's that one they do? I forget the name of it. But that's my favorite. Something else, Don't Sleep or something, I forget. I've had some wine. Ryan Aldridge, what do you think of the Michael Jackson albums before Off the Wall? I never heard them. See what's up. Any Netflix suggestions these days? I should do another video because I can't think of anything at the moment, but there's a lot of stuff that I watch. Luke Swall, if you had the opportunity to go to Woodstock, would you have? Well, I would have been 11 years old, so I don't think I'd really enjoy it. Thank you, Greg Stott. Christophe Paris, that's a good question. Do you ever get tired of listening to music? No. Music to me is like breathing. I need music. Derek Roberts, I sometimes watch Rick Beato. Yep, I watch him. Saran Nitram, do you only need glasses for reading? I have 2 sets of glasses. These are the ones I use when I'm out and about. And these are my reading glasses. But they're, what do you call it? Bifocals. So, to look down I can read. Groove, I'd just like to thank you for helping me get into Sparks. Some of the most beautiful music I've ever heard in years. Cool, thank you. Do76, are you a Judas Priest fan? Not really, but it's not like I dislike them. Stones fan. Favorite Rolling Stones album and song? Probably Sticky Fingers and what, Midnight Mile? Is that what it's called? And also 2,000 Light Years from Home. Twiggy Armstrong. If John Lennon hadn't been shot, would the Beatles have played at Live Aid? I don't know. That would be weird. Larry has aged like a fine wine. Thank you, Luke's Wall. Thank you for reminding me to drink my wine. Johan, can't we get at Life Story video or something similar to that? You seem to have lived a great life thus far. Thank you. I do have some life stories on my front page on one of the playlists. I think it's called Life Stories. So there are some stories that I tell, serious ones. Jiminy me, do you sing to your love? I give her all my love, that's all I do. Thank you. Hope Leap, do you have the Beatles Magical Mystery Tour on Blu-ray? Yes, I do. It's over there. Mike Bass, have you seen that clip on YouTube of CCR practicing Ramble Tamble? No, I haven't. I'd like to see that. I'll Google it later, or I'll search for it on YouTube after. Ryan Aldridge, Woodstock or Monterey Pop? Woodstock. But Monterey Pop was pretty good too. Yeah, Moonlight Mile, thanks. Cedric Price, nice hair, someone had to say it. Yeah, I actually just greased it back before the live chat because it was a lot of hair. It's hard to control and it's really curly. So, and even Fit to be tie-dyed in the live chat yesterday, he was asking me about my hair. It's like, what's going on with your hair? Because you can't get it cut here yet. Nothing's open to get your hair cut. Janet Sampson, do you ever check out Beatle tribute bands like the Fab Four and them Beatles? Yeah, I've seen a few of them. They're good, but I'd rather listen to the real thing. Bill Becker, did you quit Facebook? No, I'm just not on it right now. I just got fed up with it. But I'll be back. I'll be back. Do76, the Fab Four are excellent. Also seen 1964, the tribute for many years. Yeah, but I like the Beatles cover bands that don't try to look like the Beatles. They're just, musicians that play the Beatles songs really well. I prefer that. Jiminy me, when was the last time you were out at a restaurant? Well, probably like a year and a half ago. Luke's Wall, are you grateful you're not bald? Yeah. This is my real hair. And I don't dye it. I'm 63 years old and I don't dye my hair. That's my That's my saying. Christophe Paris, which instrument would you have loved to play? I could have seen as a bass player. I think guitar. Jiminy me, probably early 2020. Ryan Aldridge, have you ever been to Dollywood? No. Shamara Warda, do you have a favorite YouTuber? Is Fit to be Tie-Dyed gone? I like Andy and is it Andy and Alex reaction channel, but there's a lot of channels. I will do a video at some point on what channels I like to watch and promote people. Bill Becker, have you ever listened to Crowded House? The Woodface album was great. Yeah, I know some of their hit singles. They were good. Stones fan, do you like Miles Davis? I've listened to a little bit, but I need to listen to more. I'm sure I would like it. Colton T. Palmer, what do you think about the Rolling Stones Black and Blue album? I don't have that one, and I haven't heard it in years, but Goat's Head Soup, I bought the new remix of it, and I think that's a very underrated album, so I might need to check out Black and Blue again someday. Jack of Blades 515, are you into music that anti-Christian and satanic, that involve devil worship? No. That's not my bag, man. Luke Swall, did your parents approve of the Beatles and music back in the 60s and 70s? Yeah, they were. My dad didn't really say too much. He was really impressed, though, that the Beatles did act naturally, because he was a Buck Owens fan. And my mom was always good. I've never been to Graceland. No, I'd like to go someday, though. Very cool, Deuce 76. Canadian Infinite. Have you tried Vegemite? That would be a good review. Yeah, I did try it. It was for somebody else that did food reviews. And he thought it would make for a good video, but it was it was okay. So it would have been a boring video, just like all my other videos. Best Buddy production. What's your favorite Sparks decade other than the 70s? That's a good one. Probably the 80s, although I like what they're doing the last few years too. Michael Garbett, when will the Leafs win the Cup? Michael, I gave up on them about 20 years ago, and I used to watch them since the early 70s. So I don't think they're ever going to win the Cup. Ryan Aldridge, what is your favorite Beatles solo album? Probably Paul McCartney's Ram. Derek Roberts, do you like some CCM bands like Mercy Me and Casting Crowns? I don't even know what CCM means, and I haven't heard those bands. Mike Bass, is Lou Lobotomy working on any new books? Is that from one of my videos I take up? I don't remember all of my videos. Lou Lobotomy. That was a funny one. Deuce 76, Stones or Zeppelin? Well, Led Zeppelin, I guess, but I think overall the Stones have more great songs. A lot more songs. Oh, the questions are coming fast and furious. Pleasant Valley Picker enjoy your Queen series, by the way. Thank you. I'll be doing a night at the opera next. What were you doing when you heard the news of Lennon and Harrison's passing? Luke Swall. I don't really remember. I was probably at work for George Harrison's. I heard it on the radio. And for John Lennon, I was alone in my apartment, and it came on the news. And it was a big shock. There's a video on my channel about my reaction to it. Giovanni Rangel. What up, my man? Hey. Jack X Casway. Did you know that Michael J. Fox is Canadian? Yes. Colton T. Palmer. Also, will you ever rank and review Black Sabbath? Well, I ranked all of their Aussie albums in one video, and I also ranked all of their songs in one video. But who knows, maybe I will do separate videos ranking their albums at some time. Oh, contemporary Christian music. Yeah, I don't listen to that, Derek. But I'd rather listen to that than devil music. Somebody else was talking about. Janet Sampson, I've come to the conclusion the Leafs will never win the cup. In the history of history, otherwise never. That's the kind of attitude we need. Giovanni Rangel, do you enjoy post-punk? I don't know what that is, but I like some punk, like Wire and Sex Pistols and Ramones, The Clash. Saran Nitram, do you care much for the royal family and British Commonwealth? Not really. I'm not that interested in them. Luke Swall, are you into Thin Lizzy? Not really, but they're good though. I just never really got into them. Wasega George, Larry, thanks for the favorite new American band, A Giant Dog. Is that video taken down? I can't find it. Oh, really? Is that Angst in My Pants one? Yep. Cedric Price, do you know Bebop Deluxe 70s Prog Band? Yep, I have their new deluxe Sunburst. What is it? Sunburst? I can't remember it at the moment. But yeah, I really like them. Paige Mahaj. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. Do you like Radiohead? Yes. Nothing. I really like Radiohead, but I like their earlier rockier stuff because Johnny Greenwood, I think, is an amazing guitarist. Thank you. Best Buddy production. Favorite pizza place would be Tommaso's, a local place here. You can spell my name like Giovanni. Is that it? Giovanni? I'll forget it anyway. Lee Salmon, where are you luring around? I'm right here right now. Shimara Werda. Wonderful Christmas time or war is over. I think I would go with the war is over one. Do 76 love the Ramones? Yeah. Wow. Was lucky enough to see one of their last live shows. Wasega George? Yes. Yeah. Yep, Jinx is sleeping as usual. Derek Roberts, what do you think of the Queen song, The Prophet Song? Do you think it's Bohemian Rhapsody on steroids? You'll find out tomorrow, Derek, when I review and rank the album. But I think it's a great song. It's really cool. It took me a long time to appreciate it, though. John Wick, favorite Queen song. There's so many, so many. Ride the Wild Wind is one of the most underrated. And then Keep Yourself Alive. There's just so many to think of. Oh. Uh-oh. Somebody's calling. Hello? Hello? Hi, honey. I didn't see you were calling me. I'm sorry. I had it on the vibrate and I didn't see it until now. I apologize. It's Molly, everybody. Say hi to Molly. No. Well, do you want to say hi? Just say it quickly. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There. Okay. I better get back to these questions, baby. But thank you for calling me, baby. I love you. Okay. Bye, baby. And don't call again. Just joking. Sorry about that, everybody. Christophe Paris, what do you think of Wing's first album, Wildlife? I like it. It's not the greatest album, but I enjoy it. Favorite John Candy movie, Summer Rental, Luke's Wall. And Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, of course. Yeah, I think I prefer the calm and deep Radiohead than the rocky one. Cool. Yep, I've heard of Gwar, Jack of Blades 515. Do you like protein? D's nuts. Sure, yes I do. Lee Salmon, you are a freak of nature. Thank you. Jack X Castaway, I'm going to overnight camp next week, so that means I won't be able to see your videos for a month. Oh, that must be so depressing. Janet Sampson said, hi, Molly. Nothing really. Have you listened to any more Van Morrison albums since buying Astral Weeks and his band? I've got about 20 of them, and I listened to quite a few of them, like off and on. So, yeah, I really like Van Morrison. J.J. Watts. Yes, I like protein. Yeah. Padge. Do you like Dream Theater or any prog metal? I just actually reviewed Dream Theater on my Patreon channel, and I really like the song. I don't know the name of the song, but I think I've reviewed a couple of their songs, and they're really good. D's Nuts. Favorite Scorsese movie? Goodfellas. Michael Bryant. Rush. Yes, I love Rush. Uptaken TV. Have you ever reviewed the Tubes? No, but I mainly love their first 3 albums. Luke's Wall. Would you ever do a Styx album review series? No, because I'm not really into Styx. John Wick. Gorillaz or Blur? I couldn't tell you because I don't listen to them very much. Best Buddy Production. Favorite Christopher Guest movie that's not This Is Spinal Tap? It would be Waiting for Guffman, one of my all-time favorite comedy movies. And Best in Show is great too. Deuce 76, have you seen the movie Captain Ron with Kurt Russell? No. Ricardo Miguel, a country in Europe you like to visit one day. I'd like to visit London and Liverpool. Those aren't pillows, yeah. Derek Roberts, in fact, I know you would disagree with me, but I strongly believe that Styx is the American version of Queen. Well, maybe they are, Derek. That's good. You know, everybody likes different things, and It's not like I dislike them. I used to buy Styx albums. Archie, the rock and 80s pop music lover, do you like U2 Rattle and Hum? I think it's killer. I used to be a big U2 fan, so yeah, I used to love that album. I'm not really much of a U2 fan now. Janet Sampson, what's for supper? I'm having Swedish meatballs. I'm probably going to make burgers with broccoli on the side. Christophe Paris, do you listen to any solo stuff of the Rolling Stones? No. Mountain Dew with the lads, will you ever review the Cream albums? I don't think so. I've got a double CD, and I think it's basically all of their material, but I don't think I would rank it. Do you listen to much Radiohead? And if you do, what's your favorite album? I really don't listen to them much, but The Bends is my favorite album of theirs. And OK Computer, I like them. Padge, thank you for the donation. You don't really have to keep doing that. I'll answer your question. But thank you. Do you think rock will ever come back in the mainstream again? I hope so. I think it's always going to be around, I hope. But it's sad the way it has kind of died out a bit, at least. Thank you, Cedric Price, for dropping by. Do you like Todd Rundgren and J.J. Watts? Yeah, he produced Sparks' first album. He's in the new Sparks documentary. And I've heard some of his albums, and I think he's probably a genius. I just haven't bought any of them. Jinx is praying. Yes, Jinx is praying. Shamara Warda, will you ever do a Let It Be songs ranking? Maybe I've done it on my channel. I've already ranked all of the Beatles songs on my channel in separate videos, so I think that's enough. I've got a lot of Beatles videos. Christophe Paris, I don't know J.J. Cale that well. I haven't really heard his albums. Dave Murphy, I followed Sparks since I was 14. Looking forward to the documentary. Received Balls the CD. I enjoyed it. Cool. Yeah, it's a really good documentary. And it's getting a lot of really good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's at 96%. Luke Swall, what do you think of rap as it emerged in the 80s? I'm not really into rap, but I like the Beastie Boys and Eminem, some of them. Michael Garbett, London was nice. When you get there, visit Abbey Road. Yeah, for sure. Ricardo, no interest in football, soccer. Elias, hello Larry, you should hear Peter Straker's music. Much of his songs are written by Freddie Mercury. Ooh, cool. Thank you, Jack, for visiting. Have fun camping. And I'm sorry you won't see my videos for 1 month. Don't be too depressed about it. Luke Swall, do you like the format of ranking the albums separately rather than every individual song as you did with the Beatles and partially with the Doors? Yeah. When I think back of that, I actually reviewed and ranked every Beatles song in separate videos. It's like, that was crazy. I don't think I could do that anymore. That was a lot of work, but I did it. Yep. D's Nuts. Yeah, Balls. It's the CD by Sparks. It's very good. Jake H. What is the best way to get into Sparks? I just recently did a video. If you should see it in my rock music vlogs. and in Spotify made a playlist of 50 of their songs from the last 50 years. So check that out. Tim, are you planning to review Kraftwerk? I have talked about them, but I don't know about review. I've talked about like Autobahn and Radioactivity. Those are the only. I've got one more, I think, one more album. Derek Roberts, in 50s rock, Elvis Presley or Buddy Holly? I think Elvis Presley, although of course Buddy Holly was great too. But I think Elvis Presley overall was the greatest live performer of them all. That's just my thought. I might have missed some questions, and I do apologize. Are you excited for the Get Back movie, and will you buy the box set? Yep. Janet Sampson, I miss 60s AM radio when every song on the chart was a hit. Yeah. Archie, the rock and 80s pop music lover, do you like Madness? I just know their first album, which I bought when it came out. And I liked it, yeah. Ryan Aldridge, what is your favorite Johnny Cash album? American, The Man Comes Around, that one, number 4. MDA87, thank you for being a member. I listened to the White Album all the way home. That must be awesome. Justin, have you listened to too much posthumous Jimi Hendrix? Not really, no. Thank you, Pleasant Valley Picker CA, for dropping by. Fit to be tie-dyed, I'm back and have a beer. We were talking about you, and I was just talking about what a great guy you are, and you have a great channel, and you should all subscribe to him. Seriously. Daniel Rankin, favorite Talking Heads song? Possibly Mind. Anything from Fear of Music. Archie, the rock and 80s pop music guy. Do you like Motley Crue's Dr. Feelgood? Yes. That's my favorite song of theirs. Yeah. Thank you, Jake H. Christoph, which Sparks album should I start with? Ooh. Well, there's 25 to pick from. I would say Indiscreet, because it's like the Beatles' White Album on one album, and it's produced by David Bowie's producer Tony Visconti. It's really good, but you have to give them a chance. You might not like it at first. Do 76, favorite Alice Cooper song? I'll say Still No Air from their second album. Christoph Paris, will you review any Elvis album? If you mean Elvis Presley, no, I don't. I'm not really that interested in his albums. I just think I just like watching his live performances. And I do have his greatest hits on a double CD. Padge, what do you think we will expect from the Get Back movie? A good time. And I think they will show some of the negative stuff too, them not always getting along, from what I've read. But it's going to show them, getting along too, which is great. Michael Garbutt, do you like Prism? I never really got into them, Michael. They're a Canadian band. Amid Dahoit, pretty sexy. Thank you. S97, favorite Wire Song album. I love their first 3 albums. I can't think of the songs right now, so I'll go with 12XU, but there's so many that I love. Janet Sampson, what famous rock album do you feel is overrated? Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. Curtis, are you a fan of Prefab Sprout? I know of them, but I've never really listened to them. Christoph, Aftermath by the Rolling Stones is an underrated album? I never said it was. Ryan Aldrich, this is kind of weird, but do you listen to Alvin and the Chipmunks? No, but I remember them growing up. Padge, if you could only choose 2 Beatles as your desert island, what would you choose? I choose Revolver and the White Album. I would choose the White Album and Abbey Road. Excuse me. Justin, Smiley Smile or the Smile Sessions? I haven't really heard them enough to compare them. Best Buddy Production, do you prefer Sparks or Alice Cooper's No More Mr. Nice Guys? Sparks' version, I checked into that, and Sparks' version was first, which is, doesn't matter, but yeah, I think between the two, I like the Sparks song better. Yep, I love Radiohead. Jack's Reviews. Boy, people talking about Radiohead. I should do a video on them. Yep, These Nuts. I like. It's mainly Black Sabbath with Ozzy that I like, and Motorhead. Dave Murphy, forgot to mention I've followed Sparks for 50 years. That's longer than me. I'm 61 now and still enjoying them. Yeah, isn't it great that they're getting recognition at last? Michael Garbett, thank you very much. A little Father's Day gift for you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Michael. It's very nice of you. Derek, if you ask me what my fave Elvis album is, I would say From Elvis in Memphis. Yeah, I've heard that. It's very good. Padge, do you know me, Mr. Mayo, and do you watch his videos? Yep. Yep. We know each other. Favorite metal song? Anything from Black Sabbath. Favorite Radiohead song? Probably Just. But there's a lot of them. A lot of their early stuff. Yep, Tim, I like the Smiths. Yep, and The Cure. Christoph, what is your Kinks favorite album? Lola versus Power Man. Part 1. Still waiting for part 2. Yeah, I've heard of The War on Drugs, Justin. Cool. Ryan Aldridge, what is your favorite live song of all time? Ooh, between, at the moment, Genesis, The Knife from Genesis Live, and Into the Sun by Grand Funk Railroad from their live album. Yep, Best Buddy Production. Have you ever heard Gentle Giant? Yep. They're a great 70s progressive rock band. They remind me of Genesis a lot. I just did a song today on Patreon for one of their later albums, and it was good. And I did have one of their albums, Freehand, and I know it's remixed recently, and I think I might buy it. Shia Podmore, do you know Stevie T? I don't think so. Christoph Paris, do you remember when you first listened to Procol Harum, a whiter shade of pale? Back when it came out. My favorite album of theirs is Home, actually. Padge, do you know the Stone Roses, and do you like the Manchester scene? I never really got into that, but I know of the Stone Roses. Janet Sampson, to me, You Really Got Me was the first heavy metal song. You're probably right, Bob. I love Radiohead, guys. Cool. Great band. Daniel Rankin, also happy Pride Month, everyone. Yes. Check out the White Rose Movement, not a massive band, but they have some good music, okay? Jay Ferguson is in the house, and he's a member. Thank you for being a member. Joe Purnell, do you know the Monks? Black Monk Time? Yeah, I have the CD, and I love it. I've done a video on it, actually. Vazio, thank you. You didn't have to do that. What is your favorite CSN, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young song? Almost Cut My Hair is my favorite. Derek Roberts, do you think that a lot of McCartney's Venus and Mars songs sound better live on Wings Over America? I hate to admit it, but I do. Yeah, some of them are better live. Toron Beldavar, have you heard any Garbage? I just know of them, but I haven't really listened to their music. And thank you, everybody, for dropping by. It's nice. Everybody seems to be getting along. I enjoy these. I always say it, but I'll probably do another live chat next week. And maybe with, if I can figure it out with Fit to be Tie-Dyed, it'd be nice to have another person here. Thank you for dropping by, Bob. Enjoy your Swedish meatballs. Hope, Leap, Ziggy Stardust or Scary Monsters? Ooh. Those are both really good. I don't know. They're really even. I guess I'll have to say Ziggy Stardust. Shia Podmore. Paul or John? In the Beatles, I would say John Lennon. Solo, I would say Paul. Fit to be Tie-Dyed, Tall and Terrific, Ride Again. Yeah, that would be a good name for our collaborations. Daniel Rankin, thank you for being a member. What is your favorite movie growing up? Growing up. Probably The Wizard of Oz, which I have on Blu-ray. Best Buddy Production. What do you think of the song Solely from Wings Over America? It's one of my favorite Wings songs, and it's very underrated. Yeah, it's great. It rocks. Rat Biber. Revolver or Sergeant Pepper's? Why do I have to choose? I guess Sergeant Pepper's. Thank you, Do76. Yeah. Yeah, of course, John didn't have much of a solo career compared to Paul. You should do TikTok. No, that's okay. I'm on Instagram, that's enough. Thank you, Christophe Paris. Karma comment. I can't even pronounce that last name. Chameleon. Hello from Trenton. I've heard of that place. I think that might be the first time somebody, a stranger, a total stranger from Trenton. Nice for you to drop in. Thank you. Padge, what direction do you think the Beatles would have went in the 70s? Do you think they would have gone disco? Well, Paul McCartney kind of did with Don't Say Goodnight? So, you never know. Everybody else did. Thank you, Best Buddy Production. Thank you. See what's up. Favorite meal your mom made for you growing up? I don't know. Anything she made. Seriously. Shia Podmore. My mate reckons George Harrison is underrated. He is. Vazio, what's your favorite solo song by each Beatle? Just off the top of my head, Paul McCartney, Backseat of My Car, John Lennon, Mother, Ringo Starr, It Don't Come Easy, George Harrison, Isn't It a Pity? Shia Podmore, do you like jazz? Yep, some jazz. Frank Zappa, The Mothers of Invention. George hated disco. Jake H. What is the most underrated David Bowie album? I'll go with Earthling, which I love. Jamie Spinks is in the house. Greetings from England. What's your favorite Rolling Stones album? Sticky Fingers. Daniel Rankin, thank you for being a member. Imagine Pink Floyd did a Christmas album. Yeah. It'd be really depressing. Christophe Paris, Miss You or Good Night Tonight? They're both really good. I really like Good Night Tonight. But I would have to go with Miss You. Ryan Aldridge, I've just started chatting on live streams. Cool. Padge, do you think they will do a remix for Revolver and Rubber Soul? I hope so. Seriously. I'm not really a Coldplay fan, but I don't dislike them. Best song in each decade from the 60s to the 90s. That would take me a while to think of. I never heard that album, Derek. Ringo the Fourth. Maybe I did hear it, but I wanted to forget it. Brat Biber, what do you think of We Are Only in It for the Money, the Frank Zappa parody of Sgt. Pepper's? I love it. I've got a lot of Frank Zappa CDs. I might even rank him. The ones I have, I might rank those someday. Shia Podmore, Waters or Gilmore? Oh, they both have their talents. But I like David Gilmour more. Padge, these difficult questions. Tomorrow Never Knows or Strawberry Fields Forever? If I had to choose, and those are two of the greatest songs of all time, I would have to pick Tomorrow Never Knows. Vazio, favorite decade of music would be the 70s. I'm just waiting for a question. I'm sure I missed a few, and I do apologize. Nine Inch Nails. I never really got into them, but I love Johnny Cash's version of Hurt. Yeah, Ryan Aldridge. Imagine Elvis Presley doing Helter Skelter. Michael Garbett. I noticed this live chat has gone longer than an hour. Are you going to keep this live stream up until you pass out? Holy, I've gone over my hour. No, I enjoy these. And like I said yesterday, I did a live chat on Fit to Be Tie-Dyed, his channel, and we were on for 2 hours. And so that's why we're going to do more live chats together. Even if he doesn't want to, I'm going to force him to do more live chats with me. What is your favorite Beatles guitar solo? The End, when all three of them are playing guitar solos. D's Nuts, if you could live anywhere, where would you live? I know where I'm going to live, but I can't tell anybody yet. With my love. Derek Roberts, what is your favorite female artist? Probably Patti Smith from the Patti Smith group. And Grace Slick. Christoph Paris. I listened recently to Yellow Shark by Frank Zappa. What is your take? That's one of the CDs I need to get. I haven't heard it yet. I love heavy metal rules. Hello there. Just wanted to say that you are a very kind person. Thank you. I try to be kind. I mean, I can be mean if I want to be. But yeah, I try and be positive and be nice to people and be respectful. I did not know that about Paul McCartney. Thank you. Shea. Musica Informal. Is Phil McCracken coming back anytime soon? I will bring him back at some point. I need to shave though. Fit to Be Tie-Dyed. Yes. You'll do some arm twisting for at least a second. Yeah. I'll annoy you. I'll be bugging you all the time to do live chats together on my channel. Come on, we haven't done one for 2 days. You're moving. When can we know where you're going to move? When I announce it someday. Possibly this year. What do you think is the most overplayed song of all time? There's so many, but I would say Sweet Child of Mine. Ryan Aldridge, what do you think has the most recognizable singing voice? I think I do. When I sing, people recognize my voice. Probably Freddie Mercury or Elvis Presley. Karma comment. See, I always screw it up. I'll just call you Karma comment. What band is the most overhyped in your opinion? Guns N' Roses. But if you like Guns N' Roses, that's okay. Why not do an REM album ranking? Because I don't know all of their albums. But I do love some REM. Okay. Do you listen to Swedish music? The only Swedish one I know is ABBA, and they're good, but I don't really listen to them. I haven't heard the Tin Machine albums. Danielle Rankin, Nickelback or the Beatles? Tough question. The Beatles. I've heard of the Seeds, Aaron, but I haven't really heard their albums. Have you heard of Greta Van Fleet? If so, what's your opinion on them? I think they're good. I know some people think they're just copying Led Zeppelin, but I think they're a very good band. A young band. Why don't you like Guns N' Roses? I just don't like I don't like Axl's vocals, and you know, if you like Guns N' Roses, that's great. Just not a band that I care for. Daniel Rankin, have you ever heard the album Pacific Ocean Blue by Dennis Wilson? I've heard some of the songs from it, and I've been meaning to buy it, actually. Yep. Musica Informal. Have you watched the new Sparks documentary? Yes. I saw it about a month ago. I streamed it. Just 1 second, I got a phone call. Hey, baby. Hello? It's not connecting. I'm going to have to go and call Molly. One more question here. Yeah, I've watched... Hello? I know, hon. I know. Yeah. I'm going to be done in a second, hon. Yeah. Okay, no problem, hon. Okay, love you. Bye. She thought I was done. Sorry, I apologize there. Yeah, I saw the Sparks documentary about a month ago, and there's a review on my channel. Just go to my front page and type in Sparks, the Sparks Brothers, and you should see it. I've never really listened to Rage Against the Machine. I never really listened to early Whitesnake. Fit to be tie-dyed. Stop phoning me. So I think I'll be wrapping it up. Yeah, I missed that phone call. So thank you everybody for dropping by. And like I said, we're hoping to do a collaboration live stream with Fit to be Tie-Dyed. Maybe next weekend. If worst comes to worst, we'll just do it on his channel. And I'll have a link for everybody. Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of the... that's another reason why I'm ending the... I'm going to get some moderators to help. Because usually the live streams go well, but you always get a couple of idiots in here. But thank you everybody for dropping by. Daniel Rankin, Joraja, Musica Informal, Padge, Derek Roberts, Ryan Aldridge, Andrea Jurka, Fit to be Tie-Dyed, I'll even thank him, Brian Boru, NW Stuff, Vozio, Toron, Jay Ferguson. Foreigners, okay, I like them. So thanks everybody. Thank you, Karma. Comment. I'm going to hit you up on Twitter. We should get together and chat. YouTube sometime. Cool. Yes, because my channel is the best when worst comes to worst. Thank you, Michael and Christoph. The stream was working last night, Christoph. I just had the wrong link. And the video was actually on Fit to be Tie-Dye's channel, our 2-hour live chat. So that was my fault. Or no, it was actually Fit to be Tie-Dyed because he had a different link. But it did work. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, NW Stuff. Thank you, Derek. Bye, everybody. Ba-ba.